Welcome back to the show. A small correction. My apologies. The recent study is by Royal LePage Canada. To tell us more about that recent study, I'm joined by Caroline Baile. She is a real estate broker with Royal LePage and a certified ASA, which is an accredited seniors agent. Welcome to the show, Caroline. Wonderful to have you here. And let's first of all talk about that survey. What did the survey look at exactly?
Well, basically, they looked at what are the main reasons why seniors, boomers would be looking at moving, what type of properties are they looking for, if they were to age in place and stay in their property, what are some of the features that that home might have, and then if they did decide to move, what would some of the reasons for that be? So it was a very
yeah. I was going to say, sorry, Caroline. I was just going to say. So let's talk about the results then. What were some of the things that stood out to you?
Well, I think the number one thing is they looked at each of the features. So there are a couple things to keep in mind with boomers and seniors living longer and healthier lifestyles. They really want to live on their terms and live independently as long as possible. So when you look at that and say, okay, so rather than going to an assisted living, a seniors community, if they were to stay and age in place, what are some of the features that home might need? So first and foremost, 43% of respondents said that the number one essential feature for aging in place would be a single level property. So you would have your bedroom, you would have bathroom, you would have kitchen and laundry all in one level.
So you're looking at you're looking at sort of a bungalow style, and I know that my brother lives in Canada. There's sort of kind of senior community areas where they do have that bungalow style, but they're a little bit smaller. We're not talking necessarily about a 3 or 4 bedroom bungalow, but perhaps something like a 2-bedroom bungalow style, right?
Well, yeah, and sometimes part of that is if they are in a 2-story property and they don't want to move, they want to stay close to neighbors and areas that they're familiar with, what you can do is possibly look at the home that they are in and say, okay, can you renovate it? Can you make a main floor den into a bedroom? Is there a way that if the powder room is beside a laundry room, you could put in a walk-in shower? So again, 2 factors is one is what would need to be done in the house they are in if they are going to renovate so that they can stay in age in place longer, or if they were to look for a property, what would some of those features be?
What about neighborhoods? When it comes to amenities and different features of a neighborhood, what are seniors looking for?
Well, and that's interesting. That was actually one of the questions that was asked on the survey, is they said, demographically, what are the reasons for somebody moving to a certain community? And 94% of respondents said the main reason would be close to family, while 88% of the respondents said that they wanted to be close to hospitals, community centers, and 86% said that they wanted to have walkability. So being able to walk to shops and restaurants. And so again, the number one driving factor would be close to family, and then second and close behind would be just the amenities in the community.
Caroline, what about, I wonder if the topic of, home care might have come into play in this survey, because more and more seniors, or more and more the aging population, certainly they want to stay home, but they, in order to do so, they perhaps need home care, not full-time I'm talking about, but somebody just to come in every now and then. Does that topic show up in the survey at all?
That specific topic wasn't, but again, it would lend itself to what kind of amenities might be in a home for that to take place. So again, if they needed significant care, then they might want to be outside in a senior center. But if it is just somebody coming in, again, being able to utilize the home that they are in where they are comfortable, and say maybe put in railings along the showers and toilets. Make sure that maybe you can open up a doorway to accommodate a walker. So there are definitely ways that those topics would resonate into why they would stay in a certain property, but whether they had home care or not was not a direct question.
Yeah, and I guess, for homeowners too, one of the positives is you probably at that age, you do have some equity in your home that you could make a lot of these changes that you've just described. Caroline, thanks so much for joining us today. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, take care. That is Caroline Baile, real estate broker, Royal LePage. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.